Hey everybody, this is Stuart.
And Haley.
With Wine on the Dime, and today I'm reviewing a special wine, and it's not just a special wine because I'm saying it's special, it's because it is actually a very high award-winning wine that's $15. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, so like I said, this is an award-winning wine. So there is an organization in Texas called TEXSOM. It stands for Texas Sommeliers. But, well, yeah. But
We're easy.
It's not just Texas, it actually has a lot of people. So there's 66 judges, half of which are either master somms or masters of wine. So we're talking about high-level judges. They come in and they judge wines from all over the world. Last year, actually I should say this year, because it was back in February, there was about 3,300 different wines that they reviewed. Reds, whites, sweets, sparklings, they did all sorts of stuff. So
and this is all wine from Texas? That's what they call it that?
No, so it's
all over.
I had a little cheat sheet here. There's 32 countries and 18 states that contribute wine for the judging. So this really is an international competition, and it has a lot of big hitters on it. If you go and look at the TEXSOM website, that's TEXSOM, then you can actually look at the profiles for all the judges and all the sommeliers that help actually set up for the event. And there are a lot of people who are involved in this, and they are some pretty heavy hitters in the industry. So this was one that was given a judge's selection for, I guess, being of outstanding quality, and it is from Texas, and it's $15. So as soon as I saw that, I decided, I'm gonna buy you, I'm gonna review you.
So I'm intrigued by this one because the last time I had a High Plains wine, it was very pasture-y.
Oh, you remember? You're
learning. I'm learning stuff. So we went to, can't remember. I'm not learning a lot apparently.
Ron Yates.
No, it wasn't. No.
Was
It was where we saw the singer.
Oh no, Bending Branch.
Bending Branch. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bending Branch out near Comfort, Texas. And we were doing a tasting, and there was this one, and I think it was a Tempranillo.
It's a Tempranillo.
Okay.
And a Mourvèdre. We tried them both, and there was a Tempranillo Rosé.
But there was the deeper red one that when you smelled it, you got cow. I mean, you got grassland cow, and not the grass before the eating, but the grass after the eating. And yet it worked. And it was the weirdest thing to smell manure, basically, farmyard, but in a wine, and it all worked together, and it was odd. Well, so I'm interested to see if this does a similar thing.
And it depends on where it's grown, but it also depends on how it's aged. In the bottle, aged in oak, things like that. And from your standpoint, when you drink wine, you prefer like those younger wines. You don't like a really old wine that's going to be developing a lot of those, like what they call tertiary, that bottle aging elements, like leather and mushroom and oak and wet leaves.
To me,
or not oak, but wet leaves and
that's
meat.
too umami for wine, to me.
Yeah.
Like, I like it lighter and brighter. But, so I'm intrigued by this one.
Yes. So this is 13.5% alcohol by volume. It's a 2017. It's from the Texas High Plains AVA, out near Lubbock and Amarillo-ish. So
I'm going to say garnet.
Color standpoint,
I try and guess, and then he corrects me. Can you hold it?
I'm gonna say this is a deep ruby.
Okay, see, I'm always wrong.
No, so if it was garnet, there'd be some oranging around the lip and going in. The deeper garnet, the more garnet it got to be going in.
It's still very purple when you look at it.
Yeah, so it's purple, but there's a little rim of pink around the edge instead of blue, and that's why I'm saying ruby. So
he knows his stuff.
Anyway,
people.
so that's what I'm going with.
Either that or he's really good at BSing.
No artifacts, no cloudness, and the answer to that is both. So from a nose standpoint, well, you won't be disappointed.
Are you saying I should be smelling cow right now?
Yeah, there's cow.
I'm not smelling cow.
Really? There's a little bit of cow. But the big thing I'm getting is blackberry and blueberry.
I could do that. There's not a lot of aromatics coming off.
A little bit of black cherry. It is.
It's very subtle.
It's.
So I'm not good at picking up.
I would say it's probably about medium, because if it was pronounced, I could get it from out here. I have to stick my nose in for medium.
Which means I can't smell anything at all.
Yeah, so I'm getting a little bit of alcohol. I'm getting that barnyard.
Yeah.
A lot of black fruit, black cherry, blackberry, blueberry, blue fruit, blueberry. I'm getting like a touch of cedar, a little bit of chocolate. And there's something else. You can't cheat. You can't look at the back of the bottle.
I'm gonna. I don't get any of the flavors.
Just
it
a
says,
touch of vanilla. Just a touch of vanilla.
It says vanilla. I could have done that if I read the bottle.
But see, the trick is don't read the bottle.
I'm
see,
not good at that. It's all
this
good.
is. Anyway.
Yeah.
So let's taste it. See what you think. Medium high on the acid. Full body.
Ooh, now I'm salivating.
Medium plus on the tannins. Yeah, I mean, really, that blackberry is big. I tasted like a sour blueberry up front, and then there's a whole bunch of blackberry. Mm-hmm. I am getting that barnyard, a little bit of like a leather. The vanilla was kind of in the mid palate and it went away.
And this is one of those things you're probably going to correct me because I'm saying it wrong, but I feel like it's a really long finish. Like it just kind of lingers for me.
So what you want to do in terms of finish is you want the finish to be counted for all of the good things in the wine, not just the fact that you can taste the wine still. So if your favorite thing was all the fruit in the secondary and the tertiary, but you have some weird bitter effects that last after that, the finish ends where your favorite, like your fruit and stuff ends.
Huh.
But
so I have to learn to decipher all of that.
Yes, because you can still taste things for a long time, but it might be like bitter or sour or just overly tannic type feeling, and that's not finished. So you have to interpret when the actual good
ends.
stuff ends. Yeah, when the pleasure ends. That's not a bad way of saying it.
That's a thing now.
That's so gonna be a thing.
Be good.
Wow, your face is as red as my shirt.
Mm-hmm. I'm not doing that.
You know, I thought it would be jammier.
It's not as robust as I thought it would be. It's nice. It's award-winning, crazy judge.
It's not that bad. It really is not that bad.
But I wouldn't call it that good either. I wouldn't be like, this is like the cream of the crop.
Well,
award-winning.
This is a pretty good wine. So let's look at it.
I'm not saying it's not.
So there's a methodology called Blick. I don't go with that through you whenever we're doing stuff. So, but I normally do it whenever I'm reviewing on the channel. So let me go ahead and do that.
This is when my eyes glaze over and I go,
So balance. So are all the flavors balanced? They all kind of have a part to play. I feel like it's a balanced one.
Okay.
And that includes the alcohol and the acid. So length. You would give it a full point because you think it has a long finish. I think it's probably medium plus, so I would probably get half a point. But
well, once you explained where to categorize your finish, I wouldn't say it was full because by the end it was much more of the bitter notes.
Okay, so you would say it's probably that medium, like you feel about 30 seconds or so type of thing. Okay.
No idea.
So we get half a point on that. Intensity. So do all of the flavors have like a nice intensity to them? And that includes the acid, that includes the alcohol note. Is there a good intensity? It's different than balance because everything can still be in balance, especially with the body and structure, and that can be okay, but it may not be intense. I feel like this probably get half a point for intensity because I wish with all the fruit it had more acid.
It is very fruit forward.
I wish this was if this was high acid, this would balance out the fruit a little bit more. And bring up the intensity. So maybe I should give that balance half a point because it needs more acid, and give intensity half a point. So now we're at 1.5 points. Complexity. I'm getting dark fruit. I'm getting a little bit of blue fruit. I'm getting some secondary notes from the barrel, like a cedar, vanilla, a little bit of chocolate. I'm getting a little bit of aging, like that meatiness, that gaminess that you're talking about. Just a little bit, not too much. So I actually feel like this has some complexity.
And I think if I had a more refined palate, I might be able to agree with you, but I don't.
All right. So I'm
never able to pull out all these
I'm gonna give this one a point. So So normally what I say is if I get 1 full point, it's okay. 2 full points, it's good. 3 points, very good. 4 points, great. Very rare to get 4 points on my little Blick score.
And so I was not doing math when you did that. So.
2.5. So this ranges somewhere between good and very good.
Like I said,
Yeah.
it's not a bad wine by any means. I'm shocked that it was such a high award-winning one.
Well, so
That's where my...
either the people who are judging the 3,264 other wines
that would be a job to have.
Really saw something in this because they're much more trained and refined, or someone paid. No, I'm kidding. That's not gonna happen.
They're the pros.
Yeah. So it's.
I'm the chick who likes to drink it at night with the TV on.
Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. But yeah, so I think it's good or very good, and
I'd agree. It is. It's very.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's good.
if you have $15 and you want a pretty decent bottle of Tempranillo, especially from Texas, it's not a bad one to get. We've had worse ones.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely something, and if you give it, let it age for 5 to 10 years, and you're gonna have a,
Yeah. No.
you're gonna, no, with you
5
in
to
the
10
house, it
days?
doesn't last
Yeah.
long. But if you do that, then it's going to really bring out some of that, sort of like that meatiness and that pasture and some of that other stuff, and pull down that fruit, and maybe put it in line with the acid. So, give it time, and it will probably do pretty well for you. Anyway, this is Stuart.
And Haley.
With Wine on the Dime. So if you like today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you tried the 2016 Tempranillo from the High Plains AVA in Texas for Llano Estacado, 13.5% alcohol by volume, $15 at Total Wines? I'd be interested to know if you have. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you all again soon with another episode from Wine on the Dime. In the meantime, well, I mean, we still have 4/5 of a bottle, and we still have a season and a half of Game of Thrones.
Gotta catch up.
We'll probably need more wine though.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'll see y'all later. Bye.